Here he is, kind enough to join us. Ilia, my friend, how are you? Good to talk to you again. I appreciate the time.
Man, how are you? Good?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for joining us. We won't keep you too long, but I did want to talk to you about what happened on Saturday. But before we get to the end, let me ask you about the fight itself. You were obviously there. What did you think of Alex's performance against Yair?
Nothing special. He did what he was supposed to do. He did a good job in the fight. He took him down, ground and pound. Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do.
But you say nothing special. You weren't impressed. You weren't blown away by the performance.
No, I wasn't impressed at all. I saw what I was supposed to see, beat him. Because I never liked Jair, his fight style. I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know. It's like you don't even have to take him down. The guy just go to the floor alone, It's like, I don't know. I don't like his fight style.
Okay. So some people were picking Yair to beat Alex. Did you think that Alex would win going into the fight?
The same people who says that it's a tough fight for me, Alex. The same people.
Stupid people.
Not stupid, but people who didn't know too much about MMA,
Okay. So after watching that fight, his performance, is your confidence even greater going into potential fight?
It was always great. My confidence always was. I had always too much confidence in myself. I didn't have any doubt that I can beat him like pretty easy. The people think that is the toughest fight. He says that I'm the easiest fight he's gonna have in his whole career. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Here with that same energy, champ.
He was on my show on Wednesday, and I asked him about you, and he basically said, like, he hopes that you don't fight anyone else because he doesn't want you to lose so that he can get to you first. And you reference other comments here. Are you feeling disrespected by any of these comments?
No, I didn't feel any disrespect from that. He can say whatever he wants to say. I know what's going to happen when we're going to face each other. He can say whatever he wants to say. It's like always. Every opponent, what they going to say? No, he's going to beat me? No.
And you think that it will be an easy fight for you?
For me, yes.
For you?
It's going to be easy fight.
Really?
Yeah, because... Yeah, and I always said that before I even was ranked. I always said like, every time I'm going to move up in the rankings, every fight is going to be like more easy for me. And why? Why? Because it's more easy to have a game plan against guys who are like more technical, that fight with someone who's unpredictable. It's difficult to have a game plan with someone like them. And the guys who are not ranked, like they are not really technical. You don't know what they're gonna do. So you saw what happened with me to me when I faced Jai Herbert. I was in stand up. He threw me a kick from nowhere. So it surprised me. But with guys like who are like more technical, guys who doing like more regular like combinations, it's more easy to have a game plan against them.
So he wins the fight, and then he's walking to the back, and you're in the stands. Did you like motion to him, or did he notice you first? How did that all go down? Because we're watching it at home, and I'm seeing him walk back, and we've seen this every time. But then all of a sudden, I see you jump over, and I think he called you over at that point.
No, I was in the first line. He was walking out. He saw me, and he called me.
Okay.
From here, I jumped immediately, and we did the face to face.
And
I just saw a small and a short guy.
What did you say to him?
He asked me like, "You ready?" And I answered him like, "I was born ready. I was born ready." I'm short, but he's even shorter than me. He got a problem, man.
Were you expecting something like that, or were you caught off guard, him calling you over?
No, I was expecting that.
Okay.
I was expecting that because he knows that I'm the next guy in the line. I earned that. I earned that title fight. He knows that. He can't escape from that.
Have they told you that you are next?
So I didn't have any official conversation with the UFC, but my management team, they did. So yeah, I'm the next guy in the line. Always I step inside the cage, I finish my fights, or I get that 10-7 round. So who else?
Yeah, Mr. 10-7. It's a great moniker. You should run with that.
Mr. 10-7.
So just curious, when you heard about his arm, he said he might need surgery on his arm, but then he was talking about the Islam fight, about going to Abu Dhabi. Are you worried that he's going to go after that? There's going to be the surgery, and then you go after that fight, and you're going to have to, wait or something? What is your read on all the stuff that was said afterwards?
So basically, yeah, I think that he's looking for an easy way because he wants to go up to 155 because he knows that he already fought with Islam, right? They both are in the same level. They went a decision. So he had like more to win and nothing to lose in 155. But standing at 145, he has like a lot to lose because once he's gonna lose the fight with me, he's gonna lose the belt. So he don't gonna have the chance to go up to 155 again. So he wanna do that now. But if that's gonna happen, I didn't have any problem. I can wait. One of the best skills I have is patience. So I don't care.
Okay. What do you think he does? Like, what is your gut saying? What do you think he does? Do you think he goes for you next, or do you think he goes for Islam?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. Hopefully, he's gonna accept the challenge. If he says that I'm the easiest fight, man, easy money. Come.
Is there a part of you that is there a part of you that hopes that this can happen in 2023?
I cross my fingers. I hope so. And if it happens in Spain, it will be amazing. I don't think he's gonna accept the challenge. I don't blame him for that. I understand, but we can fight whenever he wants and whenever he wants. So.
Speaking of which, Dana White was asked about Spain, and he said that, did you see his comments? He said that it wasn't really on the radar, but now it's definitely on the radar. Did you see these comments?
Yeah, they're working right now on Spain.
Wow.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to put me to fight for the title there, or I don't know what's going to happen, really. I don't know.
Okay. Madrid?
I will be waiting in shape, and what have to come for me, I will be ready.
Mm-hmm. And would it be Madrid? Is that what you're hearing?
I hope so. I hope so. I can't wait for that moment. I was dreaming that for my whole life. Since I started in MMA, it was like, I want to bring the UFC to Spain.
Yes. And by the way, I know you said Bernabeu would be the dream, but as far as arenas, which, like Barcelona, Madrid, if it's in a closed arena, which would be the best place for it?
So there's another one in Madrid. It calls, I didn't remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a lot, in Spain, we have that culture to do big events. So without any doubt, they can find like big arenas.
Okay.
To do the UFC. It should not be a problem.
By the way, has life changed a lot for you in the last couple of weeks since we spoke, since the last win and all the attention that you're getting?
Not at all. I feel as the same person My life is the same. The routine is the same. Everything is the same. So maybe the perception of the people changed.
Yeah.
But for me, nothing changed. It's the same.
Not more attention, more opportunities.
Yeah, it's more attention, more opportunity, more people talking about me. Yeah, I feel like a big change at the same time, but inside myself, like I feel the same person.
Any new photo shoots, GQ, anything like that planned? Any new stuff planned?
So I'm gonna go back to Spain at the end of this month. So yeah,
Oh
without
yeah.
any doubt, it's going to be a lot. We're gonna have a lot of work there.
And then can you imagine if you get the title fight, the attention, and then if all goes according to how you say, like then it's just then you're going to be bigger than Sergio Ramos.
I don't know that, but once I'm gonna they're gonna bring the UFC in Spain, and I will become the UFC world champion. Man, that will be huge.
Yes, that would be gigantic.
That will be, yeah. And I'm trying to improve my English level. I know even the people, it's a little bit difficult to understand me talking right now.
No, not at
But
all. You're great.
I want to say thank you to all the American community, who shows me all the time the love. I was in the International Fight Week. The fans, like it's crazy. I feel really grateful for with all of them.
Did you get a lot of love this weekend in Vegas?
Yeah, I get a lot of love.
That's great.
Yeah, that's 100%.
That's amazing. And by the way, after your last appearance, I don't know if you know this, but your girlfriend got a lot of love too. She was like a star as well after what she said on the show. Did you see that? People quoting her
Yeah,
and
I
stuff
saw
like that.
that.
Both of you,
Yeah.
power couple.
My man, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Can I ask you a question? I noticed this, and I didn't ask you about this last time. After you beat Josh Emmett, you and we have some
Yeah.
footage of this, I believe. You had a rose in your hand, and then you put the rose in the middle of the cage. What did that
Yeah.
signify? Why did you do that?
So it's a Matador thing, Every time a Matador walks in the arena, the people is showing him the gratitude and the respect, showing him a rose. And after El Matador finish the bull, he shows the respect to the bull, and he shows a rose to the bull. So I wanna do that after I finish my opponent, or after I get that 10-7 rounds. I wanna show my condolence and respect to him, to my opponent, and to his team, leaving a rose in the middle of the cage.
Wow. Well, how long have you been doing that?
I started doing that in the last fight I had, but I imagine all the time that movie, in my mind, doing my walkout and everyone like throwing the roses.
Crazy. So now you're gonna
It's gonna happen one day.
Yeah, that would
It's
be
gonna happen. Yeah.
especially in Spain after your walkout or after you win. Who was holding the rose? Like who had it and gave it to you after the fight?
One of my coaches.
Okay.
One of my coaches. They had it, and they gave me after the fight the rose.
Who gave you that nickname?
It comes from my coaches. They started to call me El Matador. I don't know how it started, but in the beginnings, I didn't like it because I was associated with El Matador, and I don't really like the things like they kill the animals and all that. But once they started calling me, "Hey, El Matador, hey Matador, hey Matador," I was like, okay, I like that.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a bullfight?
I never been there.
Never been, but you've seen, obviously, you see it.
Yeah. I saw that, but never in life.
Yeah. One time when I was like 11 or 12, my family took a trip to Spain and we went, and it was like, it was terrifying. As a little kid to see, I didn't really understand what was going on. Oh, let's go to a bullfight. I thought, they have the thing, but then they put the thing and there's the blood. It's very mean.
Yeah.
It's very cruel.
yeah, I don't know. I respect everything, but it's like I don't like to see that.
Yeah. Which is interesting
Yeah,
as a fighter.
I
You
don't like
you don't want the violence, right? You're a lover, not a fighter.
yeah, well, I'm a professional athlete, you know.
Sure.
I don't like to kill anyone. It's like I just want to go in, do my job, which is fight, and after the fight, my respects to all my opponents. I didn't have anything against them, so
Um, just three last things for you. I saw footage right after we spoke on that Monday. I think you came to the office. You went to the FRM office, and everyone was standing in a line showing you love.
yeah.
And we just saw footage of Pantoja going back to ATT, and everyone was showing him love. What is that like for you after a big fight? You come back to like your home base, and you get that kind of love. What did that feel like?
So I was so surprised because they called me, go there, and when I opened the door, I saw like so much people, like with the music I was using for my walkout. Yeah, it was crazy, and it feels very good at the same time that the people is dedicate a time for you,
Yeah,
and they're showing you love. Yeah, I want
incredible.
to say thank you to all that people.
Yeah, it's a great thing. And just curious, if Volkanovski if he fights Islam and the UFC says, "Hey, we want to keep you active. We want you to fight someone else." What would you do in that situation?
Max Holloway.
Okay.
That's the only two names I have right now in my mind. Volkanovski, whenever they want, and I don't care about the place. And with Max Holloway in Spain.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would love that fight too with Max Holloway.
And whenever you fight Volkanovski, and we suspect it's inevitable, officially prediction on the record, the clip that we can play leading up to the fight. What is your official prediction? How do you beat him?
So my official prediction, I was thinking a lot about that. I was like doing my imaginations in my mind. So I see like knock him out in the first two rounds. Yeah, I see myself knock him out. Maybe in the first round.
Wow.
Because he's that type of fighter who goes forward, and you can go forward with me. You can do that, and especially if you have that boxing style,
Yeah.
the striker. I'm gonna finish in the first round.
You know, no one does that to Volkanovski. You know that, right?
If no one did that, I will be the first and do that. So
I'd love to see it.
you will be watching that, and you're gonna see that, and you're gonna tell me after the fight, like you told me.
All right. Yes, of course. That's why I wanted to ask you. Well, I hope you get the opportunity, my friend. Great stuff on Saturday. Great to put yourself in that position. I love that because now you made people talk about it also. Well done. And thank you for jumping on after your trip home from Vegas. I appreciate it very much.
Grande, Ariel, muchas gracias por invitarme. Un crack.
There he is,
Vamos.
Ilia Topuria, El Matador. I love that. I love the way Spanish people say my name, Ariel. You know, there's a little zing to it. You know what I'm saying? A little zest.